Topic like sir?
Advanced topics like PW plus Hana, both mixing.
Mhm. So in BW, still we didn't do last time. We have discussed about uh, roll up, compression, partitioning, that performance one, and the
Mm-hmm.
and how to transport the objects.
Yes. These are advanced topics.
Okay, and and the
Explain me.
extraction part.
Extraction.
We have only saw the
Exp-
case, only one case, yes sir. Yellow cockpit. That means logistic extraction. So you just said that
mm-hmm.
there are four types of extraction. That yellow cockpit, COPA extraction, generic
Mm-hmm.
extraction, HR
Mm-hmm.
finance.
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, we can discuss in next BW advanced topics. But you asked a question,
Hmm.
then I will, and then I answer to you. You ask a question, na? Then I answer to you. The answer is, uh, the answer is first of all compression. Compression means just like uh, degree size, size, and enhance performance. Next is partitioning. Partitioning means create partition of a cube according to calendar month or year. Suppose we have a large size of cube. Suppose 1000 MB cube. We can partition according to calendar month, like January, like we can partition like 2015, 2016, 2017, like that. These are partitions.
So how we can perform in partition, sir, in the info cube or DSO?
It is very easy. We can perform in advanced topic.
Okay. And what is roll up, sir?
Hmm?
Roll up.
These are in there are roll up, indexing, drill down. Roll up means opposite of drill down. Roll up,
Hmm.
roll up, drill down, indexes. These topics we will discuss in BW and HANA. These are advanced topics and repartitioning also, remodeling also.
Okay. So, and when the hybrid provider, composite providers, all these are used, sir. As we only discussed about the multi-provider in our class. So,
Mm-hmm.
what is the use of hybrid provider or semantic provider, and when they are used, and how to keep
Uh,
these all?
these are advanced topics actually.
Okay. So, all these we discuss after the completion of HANA.
Uh, After completion of HANA,
Hmm.
And after completion of HANA, we can discuss it. And now, now we will actually these are the topics in a BW 7.4,
Mm-hmm.
7.4 and 7.5 combination with the HANA. Actually, background is HANA here.
Mm-hmm.
See, so in this class,
Mm-hmm.
we will discuss HANA. So, you have any idea about HANA?
No, never.
Um I explained something about HANA. Na?
Yeah, it is in memory database and
I explained
you just
uh, hmm, and
uh, long. Actually, we discussed about just SQL, how to query the
hmm,
that table with the help of SQL
hmm,
commands.
HANA schema.
Schema,
We have discussed SQL commands.
SQL basic commands,
Hmm,
DDL,
and
DDL, and that's also
I
just
explained. Okay, yes, I explained you OLAP concept of HANA,
OLAP concept of HANA.
like HANA modeling.
No, no, no. You just
HANA
explain the
modeling.
you just explain about the
Hmm,
OLAP, what is the OLAP and what is OLTP, the differences
yes.
with respect to the
So,
gender differences.
and HANA modeling on the fly. We create HANA models on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 minute. The person name is Azim. See, I will start from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm. Sir, day before yesterday, I'm sorry for the interruption. Uh,
And I explained. Hmm,
yeah, last time when we talked about that,
hmm,
that I can because I was having the accommodation problem where in the place where I'm staying now, so I just talked on the same concern with you, and you said
hmm,
that we can complete the course by the end of this month. So you can talk with the consultancies for the processing of the marketing and all simultaneously.
hmm.
So when I talk with them, they said that no, it's not possible now because until you won't complete the training, if there is hardly 2 or 3 classes remaining, then you can come to our location and you can we can start the marketing. But still, as per the update, the class is just you are in the BW first part, so
Hmm,
still it takes more
hmm.
time hardly. So they said that once you complete the class, then only we can approach for the marketing and all.
Okay, fine. So you should proceed according to your consultant.
Yeah, the concern is that so when will we means how long will we going to continue the class? That was the thing because
In this month.
is it possible, sir? Because I hardly believe see that we are having 10 days of it. Sorry, 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. If we can continue
Yes,
the
we can.
class
And
on.
yes, we can do it. And one more thing, Vikram, you have you submitted the fees?
She have submitted the fee.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay, no problem. So, so okay, Vikram, we will finish in this month. So, in this class,
Is it possible, sir, this month? Because I can hardly see we're having 15 days, and generally our class will be of 1 hour from Monday to Friday.
hmm,
So how it will.
yes, yes, we can finish it. We can finish it. And today I will contact to Kelly.
Mhm.
Then I will confirm to you.
Regarding.
Regarding my some issues, then I will. No, no. I will. We will finish in this month. No problem. So
Mhm.
now, Vikram, we are studying Hana. I'm starting from the very beginning. Before starting the Hana, we should have a knowledge of Hana architecture. Okay.
Mhm.
In the Hana architecture, I will share a one file with you. Hana is a set of HANA system is a set of servers. There are so many servers in the HANA system. HANA system consists multiple servers. Main server is known as index server. It is the heart of HANA. It is the heart of HANA.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. Of servers. The main server of HANA is known as the index server. It is the heart of HANA. Now, I will explain you HANA architecture. This is HANA architecture. The database, HANA database, HANA database developed in C++ and runs on SUSE Linux Enterprise Server. So you know SUSE Linux.
No, sir.
Linux. अभी चेयर ले लो ये बैठे हो ना फैन नहीं लगा रही so Linux has so many versions like you heard about Red Hat Linux
Mm-hmm.
Fedora Ubuntu
Mm-hmm.
CentOS and one version is SUSE. The very advanced version is SUSE. So SAP HANA developed in C++ and runs on SUSE. It is for HANA server. SAP uh, HANA database consists of multiple servers. The most important component is called index server. SAP HANA database consists of index server. HANA has so many servers. First
Mm-hmm.
of all, you see this picture. In this picture, you can see this is UI. UI stands for
User interface.
user interface. So user interface means it is a software where user can interact. A software or program where user can interact. Here we use HANA Studio. Here we use HANA Studio. Okay. You opened HANA Studio and you write some SQL commands. It means you were working on UI. UI is connected with the client. This is a client, HANA client library, web server. This is a client, and it is a main server. This is a main server. See, user interface. User interface connects via HTTP, and
Mm-hmm.
this client connects via SQL. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a HANA main system. This is a server of HANA.
Okay. Hello.
You can see here is name server, statistic server, preprocessor server, index server. This is an index server. This complete area, this area is index server complete. So we will start from the very beginning. Here is a name server. See, you can read the explanation one by one. This is an index server. You can read here index server is what is index server? Index server contains actual data, actual data stores. Next is persistence layer. I think so. I explained you about persistence layer, no? See, I will explain you persistence layer. You have any idea about persistence layer?
Before no.
Hmm?
Before no, sir. Persistent.
Okay, persistence layer. I explained you already. Persistence layer. I explained. Suppose this is a RAM and this is a hard disk. This is a RAM and this is a hard disk. So HANA system, HANA system always works on RAM. Okay, as you know, HANA is a in-memory system. It means HANA system always work on RAM. All HANA system, all HANA data keeps in RAM always. But the problem is RAM is volatile memory. RAM is volatile memory when system shut down, when power failure. Then all data erase from the RAM. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here is a one persistence layer. Here is a one persistent layer. It connects it connects with this and this. It always copy the one copy in the hard drive, hard disk.
Which hard disk?
See, when when HANA system updates in RAM, then the HANA system copies in the same copy store in the hard disk.
So how much it can store?
Hmm?
How much it can store the copy? Because it is not the storage memory. Yeah? It is not the memory that it can store a copy. It is having some specific.
See, persistence layer is a program only.
Hello.
It is a program.
Your voice is breaking.
All complete HANA system runs on. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Yes, sir. Hello.
It copies all data from. Hello,
Yes, sir. Hello.
hello. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay. I am explaining you. All HANA system keeps in RAM.
Mm-hmm.
Persistence layer. Persistence layer make a copy in the hard disk. It keeps the copy in the hard disk also.
Okay.
When power fails,
Mm-hmm.
then when computer start again, then persistence layer fetch the copy from the hard disk and keep into the RAM.
Oh, once again.
So that's why HANA system always run on the RAM,
Okay.
because without persistence layer it is not possible,
Mm-hmm.
because RAM is a volatile memory. When system shut down, then RAM all data erase from the RAM. So persistence layer keeps a copy in the hard disk. When when HANA system updates in RAM, then it updates in the hard disk parallelly by the persistence layer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here now you can read what is the meaning of persistence layer. The database persistence layer is responsible for durability and atomicity of transaction. It ensures that the database can be restored. This is an important word. Restored to the most recent committed state after a restart. Means when we restart a computer, then whole system will be restored to the most recent committed state. It means saved data, all saved data will come back again. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so persistence layer is very important. And after that, this is a preprocessor server. Its name is preprocessor server. You know, HANA is a very high-speed system.
Mm-hmm.
You know, HANA is a very high-speed systems. They are
Okay.
very fast systems. But when HANA works on uh, alphabetical data, when HANA works on alphabetical data, or when HANA works on text data, text data means suppose
Mm-hmm.
Facebook comments, WhatsApp chat. It is a very huge data, text data. Then searching will be very slow. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
In the case of if if we have a very high speed system, but when our system search when our system work on texted data, alphabetical data, then system will be slow because text data is unstructured data. No indexings are there. So the system will be slow. Got it?
No indexing in the
I,
server.
ex- I explained here
Mm-hmm.
the index server uses the preprocessor server.
Okay.
Index server uses the preprocessor server for analyzing text data and extract the information on which the text search capabilities are based. Example Facebook comments, log data. Text data is unstructured, and when we analyze the text data, then performance will be slow. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Because suppose we have a 100 GB text data, 100 GB text of Facebook. When we want to find one word, then the system will be very slow. So preprocessor server preprocessor server always work on the text data. Example, formatting of text data, cleaning of text data, indexing, etc.
Mm-hmm.
So
What is the meaning of
when
here
HANA
indexing?
hmm,
What is the meaning over here indexing?
indexing means arranging.
Okay.
You can say indexing is not a right word. You can say here arranging the data.
Mm-hmm. So
So
this time the
so
HANA server will not be slow.
see, yes, I'm saying to you, when HANA search on text data, huge data of text,
Mm-hmm.
so HANA will be slow. Then the HANA find a substitute. Then HANA find a substitute. HANA has a preprocessor server.
Okay.
Preprocessor server always work on the text data. Suppose in future HANA wants the text data, then preprocessor server always arrange the data, always already structured the data, already arrange the data. So HANA performance will be fast.
Okay.
Preprocessor server always work on the text data.
Okay. Only work on text data.
Always work on the text data because when HANA system needs the text data, then the performance will be fast.
Mm-hmm.
Without preprocessor server, the performance will be decreased. I explained here one example, 5 GB data, suppose customer address only. Then faster system will be slow because data is unstructured and not indexed. Indexed means arranged. So preprocessor server always work on this data for indexing, sorting, filtering, etc. clearing. When HANA use the data, then HANA use this data fast and smoothly.
Mhm.
So always remember preprocessor server is used to analyzing text data only. Got it?
Mhm.
This is this is a preprocessor server. Now the next is name server. Name server is very simple. Name server means HANA HANA has multiple servers. Name server keep the names of all the servers. Name server contain the name of all servers. That's it. If you want to know how many servers are connected in HANA system, you should approach to name server because name server keeps the record of the name server owns the information about the topology of HANA system. In a distributed system, name server knows where the components are running and which data is located on which server. Got it?
Where the components
What
are
is name
running.
server? What is name server?
Mhm.
Name server store the all names of the server. Store the information about how many servers are connected with HANA system
Okay.
and which data is located on which server. This type of information contains by name server. Suppose you open the HANA system and you want to know how many systems are connected with HANA system. So you should contact with the name server. You should open name server. Name server will show you how many servers are connected with this system. Okay,
Mhm.
that's it.
You mean
This is
how
a
many
very
server means? We're having the three server, pre-process server,
name,
statical server.
name server, processor server, static server. Maybe we have a multiple preprocessor servers. We have multiple statistical servers. So
Mhm.
all server information contained by name server.
Okay. So when HANA works, so all the server will not be active.
All servers will be active because HANA server have very so many servers, na? Small servers, name servers, statistic servers. These are all small servers. So all server information contained by name server.
Mhm.
And the next is okay.
Mhm.
We can proceed further.
Yeah.
Statistic server. Statistics means you want to store the statistics of the server. Statistics server collect information about status, performance, resource consumption from the other servers. The statistics server also provide a history of measurement data for further analysis. Statistics, suppose in a system, this system is running. This is a system performance. Yes. Now, this is a system performance. CPU usage, RAM usage, network usage, hardware usage, memory usage. This is a statistics of the system. Okay.
Mhm.
So, statistic server contains these type of statistics of all servers.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, statistic server, you can read it again. Statistic server collect information about status of a system, performance of a system, resource consumption of a system. So it can store history also. And we can check which server is running good, which server is overloaded, which server is free. We can see the status of all servers.
So these things we can do on in the practical also. How to check it out?
Yes, we can check it out. I will show you right now here. See, this is a HANA system. In the HANA system, this is a landscape here, administrator. Here is a landscape. In the landscape, you can check. This is an index server. This is a name server. This is a preprocessor server. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These servers are running. So these are servers. So check it again. This is a HANA server. I explained you name server. What is name server? It
Yes, sir.
keeps
If the
the names of servers. It
mm-hmm.
keeps the information which data stores in which server.
Mm-hmm.
Next is statistic server. Statistic server maintain the history of server statistics, means hardware consumption, network consumption, RAM consumption, like that. Next is preprocessor server. Preprocessor server is used, it works on character data, text data, and this is a session and transaction management. You know session?
session means period, duration.
Hmm. Just 1 minute. Who is saying? So session, you know session, server client session.
No, sir.
See, when we log in the system, suppose we are client. When we sign in,
Unmuted.
log in, then create a session.
Unmuted.
The
Mm-hmm.
session will be closed. Okay.
Come again, sir. One.
I'm saying to you, what
Mm-hmm.
is what is session? Session open. Open a session. Open a session means what? Open a session means login, login or sign in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Username and password. It is called session. Close a session means sign out. Session means session established between server and client. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Next is transaction. Transaction control means start a transaction and stop a transaction. stop a transaction. So start a transaction and stop a transaction. See, I was explaining you session and transaction manager. What it
Mm-hmm.
means?
Muted.
It means session and transaction
Unmuted.
means
Muted.
manage sessions and transactions that
Unmuted.
they are responsible. It is responsible for to start a new session, to close a session, to start a transaction, to stop a transaction. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and this is SQL processor.
Okay.
SQL processor means it works all commands. SQL processor. It executes all SQL commands.
Okay. What is MDX, sir?
All SQL commands. MDX is multi-dimensional expression. It is used in OLAP. Suppose SQL and MDX both are used. So you should read all these things. This is Access Engine. Access stands for extended services. Here is extended services. Access Engine is optional component. Access Engine client connect SAP HANA database to fetch via HTTP. It means example for web programmers. It is very important for web programmers.
Mm-hmm.
Access Engine is used for programmers normally. So here index server again. Index server again. You should read it properly. The explanation is here. Now I will explain you row store and column store. You have any idea about row store and column store?
No, no.
Actually, all tables, normally all tables are row store. Normally all tables are row store in RD in RDBMS, means operational systems. Operational systems. But in OLAP, but in OLAP, but in OLAP, column store is used. We always remember in the analytics, in the BI, only column store will use. So now I will explain you what is row store and what is column store. So now I will explain you what is row store and what is column store. See, normally all tables look like that. All tables look like that. Okay. Like see this table. Here is a country is a column name. Second column name is product. Third column name is sales. These are values of country, product, and sale. In the row store, we consider row firstly. In the row store, we consider row firstly. Suppose in the row store, we we consider first row, then second row, then third row. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
we are assuming rows according to rows. But in the column store, we consider first column, then next column, then next column. So this is a row store and column store.
What is the difference, sir, in the column and row? It is showing India chocolate 1000, India ice cream in a row. It is also
Hmm.
it is in a column, isn't it? Row store is in column and column store is in column.
Mm-hmm. Actually, you are assuming कि in the row store we consider the complete row, then next row, then next row. In the
Yeah.
column store, we consider individual columns.
Mm-hmm.
In the RDBMS operational systems, we always follow row store.
Okay.
See, because in the RDBMS, if we create a suppose a employee table, we create employee table like that, na? Employee ID, employee name, employee salary.
Mm-hmm.
It means we are considering row by row. First row, first row has on employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. Then next row has employee ID, employee name, and employee salary. We are considering row by row, but in the column store, we are assuming column by column. So you always remember row store using OLTP, column store using OLAP.
Okay.
Row store in OLTP, column store is OLAP. See, in the whole computer system, we always considering row stores. But in the analytics, like Hana, like BW, we consider column store. As you remembered, in the BW, we create info objects for every column.
Mm-hmm.
It means we are considering column store, not row store.
Yeah.
In the analytics, we considered only column store. Analytics means in the BW, in the HANA, in the Hadoop, we are considering column store.
Okay.
So here is some explanations of row store and column store. You should read it properly. It is a very big file, and I am sending you the same file. So I am sending you the same file. You should open the HANA Studio and apply all SQL commands, which I have explained you earlier. Na? You apply all SQL commands. I am sending you one file. The file is Vitam Vikram. This is a HANA architecture. This is for Vikram. and study all SQL commands. When you study all SQL commands, then in the next class we start further.
Further, what, sir?
That is a that is a HANA modeling. Just like in the BW you create info providers,
Mm-hmm.
in the BW you create info provider, but in HANA you create modeling.
So what is HANA?
In
HANA is a
the
database, yeah?
modeling, I will explain. HANA is a database. See, HANA is a in-memory database and OLAP capabilities. OLAP capabilities.
OLAP capability in the
HANA
sense?
modeling means HANA BI. BI means modeling. HANA BI modeling.
Means here we don't have to extract data from other source. The data will be
Hmm.
saved in the database itself as it is a database.
Yes,
Apart from that, we can do the
yes,
modeling in that. We can create a cube or
yes, yes. I already explained to you, na, कि every data comes from external sources into HDB, HANA database.
mhm.
All data comes in the HANA database. After that, we can we can create modeling.
Okay. So what would
After
this, sir? That source of data for BW system, data flow in BI, in memory analytics,
mm-hmm. Yes, yes. These are all topics.
all. I didn't get you, sir. All topic in the sense
See, what is HANA? HANA is a in-memory
database.
database. In-memory database means it has in-memory database means it has OLTP capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? In-memory database means it has OLTP capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
But when I am saying to you, in HANA, we can create modeling. If we are saying in HANA, you can create modeling, it means HANA has a OLAP capabilities.
Okay.
So HANA is used for OLTP and OLAP both. HANA BI means OLAP.
HANA BI means
So
OLAP.
OLAP analytics.
And BW powered by HANA means what, sir?
Yes, this is a very important question. BW powered by HANA. It means I was explaining you BW powered by HANA. See, actually, BW powered by HANA means in the background. Suppose you create InfoCube, you create 3SO. So InfoCube 3SO store in the HANA HDB HANA database.
Okay.
It means the background software of BW is HANA.
Mm-hmm.
Normally we use Oracle. Normally we use Oracle in the BW. Means backend is Oracle, front end is BW, but backend is Oracle. If the backend is HANA, HDB,
Mm-hmm.
then it's a BW powered by HANA.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
This is.
if the database is HANA, then and we're doing the modeling, then it is called BW is powered by HANA.
Huh. If the backend is HANA HDB,
Uh-huh.
then powered by HANA.
Okay. And exploring in-memory analytics.
Exploring
In-memory
in
analytics.
yes, it means HANA modeling.
Okay.
It means HANA modeling on the fly.
On the
We
fly.
will on the fly. We will create models here
Okay.
in the HANA. In the next class, I will explain you HANA modeling. Then I will explain you the all HANA data is in the RAM, in the in memory,
Mm-hmm.
and we just create models and they fetch the data from they
Hello.
fetch the data from
Mm-hmm.
uh, in memory system on the fly. It is called analytics on in memory systems.
Okay. In-memory system analytics.
Hmm.
Okay. That's fine. So LSA is a different layer, sir. As we, I haven't saw the LSA in the architecture. That's the reason I'm asking.
Mm-hmm. Which question?
Sir,
Hello.
LSA, LSA.
LSA is an advanced topic. Actually, it is used in mainly PW, LSA, LSA plus,
Mm-hmm.
and see the main thing is HANA is an in-memory database as well as it has analytical capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
Means BI. That's it.
So why the company is using BW then, sir? If it is HANA is having the both thing, database as well as
It's
one can do the
a
analytics.
very important question. That is a very important question. The answer is the answer is HANA HANA has modeling capabilities, but HANA has not data warehouse. HANA has not a data warehouse, and BW has data warehouse. So if companies need data warehouse, then they want BW. Got it? The answer is very simple. If you need a warehouse, then you should use BW.
Okay.
If you want the reporting, if you want the reporting on the fly, means without data warehouse, you should use HANA.
Then a company who is using HANA, then how they are, which database, which data warehouse they are using?
Actually, when company starts, they want on the fly reporting. But
Mm-hmm.
slowly, the company wants data warehouse also.
Okay.
Because because database database contains operational data, data warehouse contains analytical data.
Mm-hmm.
Database contains operational data and data warehouse contain analytical data. If company wants to store analytical data, it must be implement BW. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if company is using HANA means HANA is an in-memory database. Database can store operational data only, not analytical data. Only BW can store analytical data.
I'm just confused.
Yes, yes. It is. It is you should. I will explain you again. I will explain you again and again. Then you will be clear.
Okay. So when is the next class,
There
sir?
is there is a very small point to
Mm-hmm.
explain. I will uh, in the very first classes. In the very first classes, I explained you already, but I will explain you again. Then you will be clear. Next class will be in the morning.
Your morning?
Tomorrow morning. Yes.
Okay, tomorrow morning at what time, sir?
Tomorrow morning, same 8:30.
So will you be available, sir? What are the chances? Because yesterday also I was there, but I was
100%.
okay, fine.
100%. 100. Fine, Vikram.
Okay,
But you should, but you should read carefully HANA architecture, and you should do practice of SQL commands.
that I will do, sir. I will
Okay?
do it. Uh-huh.
Yes. Okay, Vikram.
Fine.
Okay, bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Actually, इसमें